Hi, it's Dave from Driving Venture. You join me once again in the E63. And today's video is going to be about one thing. It's going to be about the Spyder. Yes, it's finally been revealed. The spec is out there for everyone to see on the YouTube video. And I wanted to tell you a story about why I went for Irish Green. Well, in 2018, I was at the Geneva Motor Show, and I was actually doing a film on it actually. And if you go back in my videos from the history, the early days, you'll see a video of me there at the Geneva Motor Show. And they actually featured very briefly in the video and commented about a rough Porsche, the SCR Rough, a manual transmission, 500 horsepower, rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated beauty. And I vowed, because that car was in Irish Green, I vowed to myself, I said, you know, if I ever get a colour to sample, a paint to sample, gets called different things in different countries, different markets, but I said if I ever get a slot, that's the colour I want to go for, because it's an impossible choice. You know, I want the blue list, it's 2 pages long. I want, you know, the red list, the yellow list, you know, and all the rest of it, you know. And it's, you know, there's so many colours you could pick. So I wanted to go for a colour that tied in with something that I remembered, and that was the 2018 Geneva Motor Show, and that was that amazing SCR from Rough. I'd love to drive that car. Unbelievable. Retro looking thing, astonishing looking thing. Anyway, so having that colour in my Spyder was amazing. It was actually so exciting to be able to get the allocation, then go for that colour. And another reason I wanted to go for Irish Green was because at that time I didn't know it, but it later transpired that the Porsche company, they determined that they were going to make the 1 millionth 911 to leave the factory was going to be in Irish Green. So it was just like uncanny how it all came off. I believe it's Ferdy Porsche's favourite colour. I mean, it's been going, I think, since the 60s. The colour's been there. You know, when I was looking at some of the older cars, you know, the old 912s and stuff, that in Irish Green, and some had silver wheels. There was actually one, though, that had a bit of gold on the wheel. So why did I go for gold wheels? Well, the gold wheels, it's just something modern to go with the classic colour and the backstory of the Irish Green. I wanted something to bring the car up to date. Obviously it's a brand new model, brand new car, but I wanted the Irish Green with the history and the heritage to be coupled with something that was like modern and new. And gold wheels on cars, okay, it's not a brand new thing, but for Porsche, you know, I think it was a GT2 RS where you could have those the Aurum wheels. And one of my friends who had the GT2 RS in Guards Red, he had the gold wheels. And then my friend Nigel, he had a jet green metallic GT3 RS, and he went for gold wheels. And I, you know, they just kept like just coming into my thinking, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, if I get the Spyder, I'm going to go for gold wheels. So when the Irish Green and the gold came together as a combination, it was just perfect. And then down the side of the car, you know, those graphics which I've got from Highgate House. So if you're interested in getting some bespoke graphic, different colours, different you know, different to what perhaps Porsche themselves will produce for you, you can ask Rick, get in touch with highgatehouse.com, and you can get the decals. No, those decals were not, they're not big money, but they've been fitted on for me by Ormrod Signs in Kendal. So thanks very much to Ormrod Signs there for the chaps coming down and fitting them on the car for me. And then the badges. Well, do you know that they are such a faff, the ones that were in the roof attachment buttresses, they were so hard to get out. And big thanks to Ryan there, sales manager, Porsche South Lakes, for having the patience to deal with that, because that was not easy. That was not an easy thing to do, to get them out. You had to, you know, get them out with a piece of dental floss. I think I know someone had done it, so I gave him the lowdown. I explained how it was going to work and how we would do it, and he managed to get them out and send me the photos. So it's been a bit of a secret. I've tried to keep it close to my chest, not really reveal it. But the car isn't going to go on the road until the 2nd of September, which may be just after this video goes out. Not quite sure when this video is going to go out. So anyway, so I have let a few people know about the car, and they've all been nicely, should we say, complimentary about the spec. And I know the dealer themselves, they were they really liked the choice, and the only one they got that was the coloured sample. So big thanks to Porsche South Lakes. It was ordered, that car. I asked that car over 2 years ago, having really enjoyed the 981 Spyder. That is a great car for the money. They are amazing, and they have just crept up in price now. People just realising that they're amazing. So it was the beginning of a love affair for the Spyder, that I just had to have another one if I could get one. Obviously, it's down to the dealers and what they're going to sell, who they're going to sell the cars to. So I was lucky enough to be able to get a slot. So there we go. So let's talk about the other bits, the spec of the car. Well, obviously, I want a yellow stitch. Now, I was encouraged to go for the CCX or CX. I think it's CX. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, doesn't really matter. They did this exclusive manufacturer option, and they said, "Well, why don't you go for the cognac leather?" The cognac leather is the colour which is in the Speedster Heritage. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, it'd be nice to go for that. I have seen them in a few cars, and it does look nice, but like the price was just like, I think it's going to cost like 15 or 20,000 quid. And I just thought, I like the carbon fibre. The RS is carbon fibre and black leather interior. This one is going to be similar. So there we go. But it's just my dream spec. It's just my total dream spec, and I can't wait to get it on the road. The good news is the exhaust system, I thought it was going to be a bit more delayed, but the good news is I've made a slight tweak to the order. So the system I'm going for is a track competition, not the X-Pipe racing. So that we had one of those in stock. So that's going to be able to come a bit sooner, I think. So the OPFs, the freer flowing ones, and the manifolds, the whole kit and caboodle, that's going to be hopefully here in the next week or so. And then when the PPF's done, we'll get the ceramic coating done, get the paint mint, get the film on, and then we'll get it off to Nijmegen. They'll work their magic, they'll get that system on it, and then really it's time to hit the open road. And its first trip actually won't be a drive venture tour. It's going to be another group of guys that we're doing a trip in Wales, so all Spyders. So that's going to be exciting. So that'll be its first kind of trip, and then the Highlands is coming right up. So and I have to say, the best trip I've ever done, the one I think I've enjoyed the most, although the RS last time round was brilliant, was the Spyder when I did it in that racing yellow. So it's got the yellow stitch, it's got the yellow dials. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect, and I'm just so over the moon with it. I really am. But coming back to those badges, getting the badges in Aurum Gold. Big thanks to Kendall Auto Body, because they had to get ordered and then sprayed a body shop, so they were done in Aurum Gold to match the wheels. Obviously the back badge, I wanted to take the 718 off. It's a Spyder, okay, 718. I don't think people need to know that on the back. You can tell with the exhaust pipes anyway between the 981 and the 718. So yeah, getting the badges in gold was just a nice touch, tying with the with the wheels, the side decals, just perfect, absolutely perfect. Another subtle little touch there that I wanted to have in the car to match the RS. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen a little posted about the seat inserts, but I've gone for some 911R seat cloth inserts, and they basically are the covers that go over the foam inserts that sit in a 918 bucket seat. So I had to have them in because just sets the cabin off. And I am looking at a 911R gear stick, gear lever, we'll have to see. They are quite expensive, so we'll have to see. It's not crucial, but I'm going to ask about that as well. So there we go. The Spyder is here. It's going to be featuring on the channel along with the RS and the other capers we get up to on the channel. You know, really enjoyed our trip to West Cumbria. Fantastic trip. You know, the club's growing and it's getting new people coming along. The people are getting involved, are enjoying it, and we've got enough to be doing to keep people happy and engaged. People want to come back to do some more. I'd just like to see a few more people come forward, get stuck in. Obviously the tours are brilliant. I just can't wait to be going to Highlands. Just can't wait. It's going to be a dream. So there we go. Ceramic brakes. I know a lot of people thought, why did I go for ceramic brakes? It was purely a weight thing. I mean, it's fair to say, you know, unless you warm them up and get them moving, you know, a cold sort of wintry morning with lots of rain about and wet, you know, you've got to get them going. It's fair to say that they'll have to feel the steel at low temperature. But I wanted something that was light, and of course the black calipers meant I could fit them in and it didn't clash with anything. So yeah, I mean, for what I paid for the car, you know, I think it's great value for money. Even though the paint was expensive, you know, it's a one-off, it's a one of one, hopefully. I mean, you know, it's a car that's unique for me. It's perfect for what I wanted, and I have to say I'm totally over the moon with the spec. So there we go. What else can I talk about? I hope you enjoyed my last Costco drives where we talked about, it's a long Costco drive because I'm driving all the way to it, get the shopping before I go home. But I would say, get in your car and use your car. I'll coin the phrase, you don't want to have mileage aversion. You need some mileage aversion therapy if you don't want to use your car and enjoy it and get it on the open road. I think that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. And create the memories, create the great times. That's what it's all about. It's what Porsche's about. You know, and having just watched you know, the Le Mans race there, you know, Porsche it's got such a heritage, such a great brand, and I'm so fortunate that I got that car. Dead chuffed. So there we have it. That's the Costco Drives. It's all about the Spyder. It's Irish green. It's amazing, and I can't wait to share more content with you about that car as time goes on. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.